In a clinical trial, 21 out of 650 patients taking a prescription drug complained of flu-like symptoms. Suppose it is known that 2.5% of all patients taking competing drugs complain of flu-like symptoms. Is there sufficient evidence to conclude that more than 2.5% of this drug's users experience flu-like symptoms as a side effect at the alpha equals 0.01 level of significance? So first we want to state our null and alternative hypotheses. So again, H sub 0, colon, and then P, since we're looking at a proportion, is equal to, convert our percent to a decimal, so 0.025, and then our alternative, H sub 1, colon, P, and then it says more than, so P is greater than 0.025. So again, just to build a good habit, we want to make sure that we're checking our condition. So N times P naught times 1 minus P naught should be greater than or equal to 10. So N is 650, P naught is 0.025, and then times 1 minus 0.025. So let's check that. So 650, open parenthesis, 0.025, close parenthesis, open parenthesis, 1 minus 0.025, close parenthesis, enter, and we get 15.84375, which is greater than or equal to 10. So we're good to go here. So again, just make sure you're checking all those other conditions too, but that's the main one that we need to check. So you also want to make sure that you're dealing with a simple random sample and that your samples are independent. Right? So now we want to find the p-value, so we can use technology here. So we're going to do stat test, 1 prop z test. P naught is 0.025. X is 21. N is 650. And then here we're looking at more than, so I'm already on greater than, so go down to calculate and press enter. So our p-value here is approximately equal to, we're going to round to 3 decimal places. So it's p, not the p hat. It's always the first p here. So 0.116 is our p-value. And then our last part, we want to, so our conclusion here, so alpha is 0.01. So our p-value compared to alpha. So our p-value is greater than alpha. That means that we do not reject, and that means that there's insufficient evidence. So anytime we do not reject, there's insufficient evidence. So commit that to memory. So since the p-value is greater than alpha, so we can eliminate B and C, we do not reject the null hypothesis, and we conclude that there is not sufficient, so I think it's insufficient, evidence that the alternative, so more than 2.5% of users experience flu-like symptoms.